Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Steph and I have bipolar disorder with psychotic features and mixed episodes, which is an additional add-on to the bipolar diagnosis. Anyhow, I share my life with you living with bipolar disorder. I wasn't diagnosed until really late in life, so I had a bunch of psychotic episodes. I have videos about those. If you are interested, you can go to the main page. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what I have been going through. So it's going to sound really stupid and really small, but it's the little things that get to us when we're dealing with day-to-day stuff, like the major things, like the family fights and fights with significant others, or huge losses. Like that's one thing. That's the huge thing, and that those can be like life altering if you're not on top of your meds and stuff. But the little things in your day-to-day life are things that can potentially send you into like a tailspin. Like with me personally, it's ruminating thoughts, and it's really disruptive to my life because it's like circular thinking. And I'll give you an example of something that happened for me personally that caused me to kind of obsess for a couple of days and then led into depression. So, as you know, if you've been following my channel, there are a lot of unhoused people in my neighborhood. And it seems like I'm a really nice person and like, I'm helping all these people, but I'm not always that way. And I did something recently, and I have been really ashamed of myself since. And that is, I was coming back from a run, and there's this guy who's unhoused, who I've seen in my neighborhood a lot, who was hanging around Philippe, who's somebody else who I helped in my neighborhood. And he asked me to get him some food, and I'm like, what do you want? And he's like, I want a pizza and then this and that. And that day I had seen Tiffany, somebody else who I tried to help for a few years and with her addiction. And so that day I was just feeling so defeated, and I tried to talk to him. I'm like, how did you get out here? And he's like mumbled something, and I'm like, he's not even gonna notice whether I get him food or not. And I like was so like, I'm like, what is it gonna do if I get him food? It's not gonna help him. Like, it's not gonna get him off the street. It's not gonna do anything for him. I'll just be enabling him like I was Tiffany. And what is this list of things he wants me to get? Like, why do I want to spend my money, getting this guy a list of things? All of these things are going through my head. And I go into 7-Eleven, I get myself a bubble water, and I don't even get anything for him, and I just keep going. And it's almost like I was doing like an experiment to see if I can just be a bad person. I don't know what I was doing. Like, it doesn't matter whether me getting him a sandwich is going to help him get off the street. He's hungry. I should have got him something. Anyways, so a couple days later, I saw him, and his eyes were completely bugged out of his head, and he looked horrible. And I thought to myself, what the hell's wrong with you? Why didn't you just get him something to eat? Like, you go around talking trash about all these celebrities making billions of dollars, not sharing their wealth, and you have more than enough money to give. I'm not rich, of course, but I have more than enough money to give to somebody who's hungry. I can definitely get them something to eat and it not be a huge impact on my life. And so ever since I saw him out there like totally messed up like that again, I have just been beating myself up in my head, and just like circular thinking, like, Steph, what's wrong with you? You're such a bad person. And every bad thing I've ever done in my life comes up in my head. Every humiliating thing that I've ever done that I'm completely ashamed of comes up in my head. And it's really disruptive, and it makes it hard for me to focus on other things. It makes me want to not do as many things. Like, I didn't go to yoga on Sunday or Monday because I was feeling depressed. And I'm not talking about the hopelessness depression, where you're completely debilitated and you want to end things. I'm talking about like run-of-the-mill depression, where you just are sluggish and you don't really want to do anything anymore. And so I felt like this for a few days. I'm feeling much better now. I still feel horrible about Sean and not bringing him back food. And next time I see him, I'm going to like really make his day by buying him a whole bunch of food or whatever the hell he wants. But yeah, I'm not a perfect human being, and there are so many unhoused people in this neighborhood and Long Beach in general that it gets exhausting and it gets hard to see people on the street who are suffering and there's nothing you can do to help them, especially when you yourself have a mental health issue. You've been in that situation, you know what it's like. It's triggering every time I see these people. But on top of that, other things have been going on with me that added to that depression over the last couple days, which is like I'm 48 years old now, and like that's like scary to even say. Like I'm getting older, like my life is nearing the end, but I look at myself in the mirror, I don't even recognize myself anymore. So that has been really hard on me. I relied on my looks a lot throughout my life, and as I've gotten older and they have faded, I have felt myself decrease in value. And that really sucks. And I never really had gray hair before this year, and now I have like tons of gray hair. It's all of a sudden, and I can't pull it out. So that's been frustrating, and my body's changing as a woman, so that's frustrating. So all of these things were kind of overcoming me. I was getting overcome with all of these emotions, you know, feeling old. And then on top of that, I started feeling like you guys could probably relate to this. I looked around at all my peers and I saw, you know, I see other people handling their channels far better than me, and their channels growing better than mine, or them just putting way more thought into their energy into their videos. Like I can't even edit. It just ends up looking inauthentic in the end. So I just do videos like this. But people, you know, like Paris wrote a book all about bipolar. She travels in as a speaker, and like, what am I doing? Nothing, you know, like I don't even have a job. Did I just give up when I lost, when I, after I had my last episode, and just resign myself to being a housewife? Because let me tell you, I'm the world's worst housewife. I have no passion in my job as a housewife. And, I just feel like, what am I doing with my life? Am I even actually helping anyone? I think I'm helping you guys with the channel, but like I just get really overwhelmed and feeling like, what am I going to do with my life? And I'm already an adult, and I really want to contribute to my family financially, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. And I really want to write this book, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. And just all of these things, just totally overwhelmed. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. But I'm still trying to be positive. I am doing one thing to make myself better every day, which I'm forcing myself to do, and that is meditate. So I'm meditating for 20 minutes a day. It is something I am making myself do. I'm going to try and make myself go to yoga no matter what, because I almost didn't go on Monday. No, did I miss Saturday, Sunday, Monday? I almost didn't go on Tuesday, but I made myself go, and I felt way better afterwards. So that, and then I kind of just, with my depression that I had this, I just let myself kind of feel it. And I just kind of went off, and like I said, if you saw the short, I watched The Handmaid's Tale for like 2 days, and I let all the episodes stack up. So I watched the final season over a couple of days, and that kept me distracted. And I hung out with my husband and my animals and tried to be grateful. And that kept me distracted, but I'm doing good now. I'm looking forward to the rest of the day. Not sure what I'm going to do. Hopefully some music. But yeah, that's another thing that sucks, is like, I wish like I had put, I wish I had been able to focus on music at a much younger age in my life. And I think I could have been really successful if I didn't have mental illness. But anywho, I've rambled on for a long time, but I appreciate you guys. If you want to know about my psychotic episodes, there's a video on my homepage. I saved my life with medication. I highly recommend medication for anyone out there. If you have enjoyed this video, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. Anytime you comment, it makes me feel less alone, and anybody reading that comment. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.